get started?
Mm-hmm.
It's on! Do you want me to take off my shirt so you don't smell it?
No, that's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes. Hi. I'm Noel.
Hi, I'm Joseph, and this is Noel.
And this is...
Okay. So today, we're going to be doing this really fun topic about all the things and none of the things all at the same time. This topic is entitled Maximalism, okay?
Doing the absolute most.
So maximalism, let's
Yes,
discuss what this is.
let's talk about it.
So maximalism is the opposite of minimalism.
Yes.
What is minimalism? Minimalism is the act of trying to make everything look minimal and small so that it's not overwhelming. It's really short and simple and calm and subtle. Maximalism is big, in your face, everywhere, everything,
Yes.
all at once.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And then they sing, "Hello, we're here today."
Well, here's this definition that I got from the internet,
Oh, she has some information.
from Wikipedia.
Okay.
And it said the definition of maximalism in the arts, maximalism is a reaction against minimalism. Minimalism. It's an aesthetic of excess. The philosophy can be summarized as more is more, which contrasts the minimalist motto, less is more. Because I feel like minimalists are really about, you only need a few things to survive. And maximalists are like, fuck that. Give
I
it
need
all.
everything to survive.
Exactly.
I'm very maximalist.
Yes.
I went to California for a month.
Yes.
I took 4 suitcases of clothes and
Yes.
didn't feel like I had enough space.
And did you need 4 suitcases of clothes?
Yes, I didn't have enough clothes.
Wow. Then what did you take with you? You were only there for
Everything. I need
Yeah.
a different outfit every day.
Yeah.
And every outfit needs to have at least 8 articles with it.
Right.
But I'm going to Delaware for a month tomorrow.
And you haven't packed.
I haven't packed, but I only get 2 suitcases. So,
It's gonna be a
depressing.
fight. Yeah.
It's going to be depressing. There's not
It's
going to be
gonna-
anything fun that I'm wearing.
No.
Every
You're
outfit's
only
only
gonna
going to
have-
have 3 articles.
You're only gonna have space to pack your 20 different swimsuits.
I know.
And that's it.
Maybe a shirt or 2.
Maybe a shirt or 2. Right.
And that's going to be so sad.
No.
But I'll get over it.
I feel like I want my aesthetic to be maximalist so bad, but I also want it to be minimalist at the same time.
Yes.
You know?
You have to put in a lot of effort to be maximalist.
Right.
Minimalist, you also have to put in a lot of effort.
To
keep
maintain
it-
the minimalism. Minimalism is so hard for me to say.
Okay.
Minimalism.
You just said it.
I know, but I've been struggling this whole time.
Okay.
Anyways.
So maximalism is hard to keep up with because you have to put in so much energy to create outfits, create a space that looks maximalist, to keep up with having enough stuff to be maximalist, to keep up with your brain's wants of what you want to have for an outfit or a space. But minimalism, you just have what you need, and then the hard part, the effort, is to keep the things in the spots that they came from.
Right. And then to also do it in a way where it's tasteful and not
There's nothing in a room.
Right. But also this looks bad together and it's just a bunch of stuff.
For maximalism.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
that can be maximalism, but I feel like maximalism can look good.
Is this
And most of the time
is
does
tasteful?
look good.
Excess.
Yeah. It's not just and then there's the maximalist to hoarder pipeline. And where do you draw the line between maximalism and hoarding?
Hoarding typically is just bulk amounts of everywhere.
Right.
But it's not even tasteful or purposeful. It's just, I don't want to get rid of this, so I have to have this somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like hoarding is a lot more emotional than maximalism.
Yeah. Maximalism is just, I like this thing and it's going right here because I like it with these things.
Right. There's a whole concept behind it.
Yes.
But I feel like it would be easy to, if you're somebody who gets really emotionally attached to something, be a maximalist who turns into a hoarder. because you just have a lot of stuff and you
And
keep
you
getting
keep
more
finding
stuff.
things that you like to add to the space.
And the stuff is so cool that then you start to grow an attachment to it, and bam, you're a hoarder.
But maximalism hoarding, I feel like, would be easier to get out of.
Yeah. Well, here's what I think too, because then I was thinking about.
To break out from
I know
under you.
it's literally about to burst.
We're gonna take a break, you guys.
My ass is just so fat. No, wait, let me finish this thought.
Okay.
I feel like I was thinking about whether being a maximalist is sustainable. Because I was thinking about minimalism, and I feel like a big thing about minimalism is sustainability. And like you only need 2 pants, 3 tops, like you only need a certain number of things to survive. And you get them where they're good quality, and you keep them and you just rotate things, And so I was like, well, then maximalism must be like the opposite, because then you get a bunch of stuff, and if you don't become a hoarder, you just get rid of it. Which
Sure.
isn't really...
Well, anything can be sustainable and anything can be unsustainable,
Right,
just depending on how you go about it.
Because I was thinking, most people who are maximalists, like, especially with the interior design, it's all like secondhand, most of the
Thrifting.
time.
Yeah.
Thrifting, even clothes, there's a lot of thrifting. And then they
Sewing your
take
own things from old things.
Exactly, and they turn it into other things. So it's like, maybe it is
Where
super
on
sustainable.
the other hand,
and fun.
minimalism, a lot of times people are going into minimalism from being a no aesthetic,
Right.
and then trying to get to minimalism on a budget, which ends up just being going to H&M buying the same gray t-shirt 4 times,
Right.
which is not sustainable,
No.
because you would just have to keep replacing that same gray shirt.
Right. Instead of creating something new out of the gray shirt,
Yeah.
or go getting a gray shirt from somewhere else.
Exactly,
And,
which
yeah.
there are people who do minimalism sustainably.
Right. I feel like
But
true
there's a
minimalists
bulk,
do. But as the aesthetic,
Yeah,
not
a bulk
so much.
majority,
Right.
I do not think are doing it sustainably.
Right. And I think that in art and stuff too, for maximalism, they create their pieces out of found materials.
Yes.
Like,
Sorry, there's a mirror behind you, and I can't stop looking at myself and getting distracted.
Are you is this chair actually gonna break?
Yeah, it does look like it. We're gonna take a break really quick,
Okay.
you guys, and we'll be right back when we have fixed Noel's chair. We're back.
Yes.
And she now has a chair.
And it's not gonna collapse.
You get a cushion now. My
I
chair
know.
is still made of
I
wood.
do. This is like a nice chair. I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm not gonna burst out of it. My ass was just so fat that the chair was just gonna. Anyways, what were we talking about again? Minimalism?
Maximalism can be many different things. It can be clothing, it can be an aesthetic, it can be the way you do your space, like how you decorate your space.
Yes, interior design.
It could be exterior design. It could be even a personality type. So you and I
Yes.
have the personality.
We are
of a
maximalistic
maximalist.
personality.
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to expand on that?
Yeah. So I am very maximalist in the way I act, but also the way that I talk.
Yeah.
My maximalist, so I'll talk very casually. This is my talking casual voice. I'm talking like this.
Yeah.
This is how I would normally talk.
Right, and how a normal person would talk.
Exactly. But this is not how I typically talk.
No.
I normally talk like this, where I'm going up and down, and it's almost like singing.
Yeah.
I say things slowly, I sing things fast.
I have to change up the pace of things.
And I talk high pitch, I talk low pitch, I change the pitch while I'm
the
talking.
accents.
I do accents.
You add random words that make no sense.
Exactly.
And phrases. Do you like my hair?
Well,
I
hello.
push it to the
Welcome to
side.
my living room. Do you like my gown?
And that's part of the conversation.
Exactly. Which is very maximalist. It's
That was good. That was maximalist as fuck.
So, that's a very maximalist way of talking.
Yeah.
And I talk with my hands. Talking with hands is very maximalist.
Yes.
But my talking with hands is like, just My arm's flying in and out of my body.
I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lot of movement happening right now. Right.
Yes. My maximalism also is how I walk. I'm always walking like a cunt. I'm always walking with a purpose.
You also walk like you have a stick up your ass, but at the same time, you're like fast. Like I feel like you clench your butt when you walk.
Okay. I don't. But I have nothing else to say to that.
Yes. I feel like I am similar, but not as extreme. If I'm talking to you,
It's a scale.
There's a scale, and I think that's because there's a time and a place. And we know how to act appropriately in different spaces. Or I know at least how to act appropriately in different spaces.
Thank you.
You do.
I just push the limit of what it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Maximalist personality. Also movement. Like, we're dancers and we move around like we're dancers.
And I think we're
which
both
is very Max.
also performers in more than just dancing. Like,
we speak
we've
like
both
we're
done
Shakespeare.
theater, we've both done dancing, we've both done just like talent shows and stuff like that. Like, we're both people who are entertainers or like have been on a stage and are comfortable on a stage.
Yeah.
And I feel like that like influences how we act around other people, how we present ourselves to other people, how we like exudely communicate.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a new word.
Right. Exudely. Add it to the dictionary right now!
Yep. And so, I sound like SpongeBob on the occasion.
Oh.
Just the way I talk and the way I laugh sometimes gives off SpongeBob. My laugh is very maximalist because it's loud and aggressive.
Your laugh is, I would very agree. And it sometimes sounds like SpongeBob, but it also sometimes sounds like you're dying.
Well, sometimes I am dying. Sometimes I laugh so hard that I start crying, and then I start to stop breathing.
Right.
Which is very fun.
You like die for a little bit and then come back to life.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know? And never mind.
Okay.
Can we talk about where maximalism comes from? Like, because I was thinking...
I don't know.
In terms of fashion. Because I feel like when I think of maximalism, first I think about, like, design. Interior design and stuff like that.
Yes.
But then I was thinking about fashion, and I remember seeing this video of, like... It was, like, in the streets of New York. These people who are super maximalistic and campy with their outfits. And then I thought about how maximalism might be, I'm just making this connection, I don't know if it's actually like true or not.
We're gonna pretend it is though.
But like, is it rooted in queer culture? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it has a really big connection to ballroom culture specifically. And black trans women, or just black queer people in general, who like created this culture.
Did drag come from ballroom culture? Or are they two separate entities?
They're separate, but they're similar.
Because I feel like
So,
it
like,
came from both.
Ballroom culture, yeah, because
It's at the
drag
convergence.
comes from ballroom culture, but it's also on its own.
Yeah.
It's connected.
I feel like
differently.
maximalism is at the convergence of the two.
Yeah, I think so. So I think that we can conclude that maximalism comes from queer people.
Sure. But maximalism in fashion is a very different situation. But we're not talking about that right now. Let's talk about maximalism and interior and exterior design.
Okay.
Let's start with the interior.
Interior design is where
So
it's
let's
at.
describe a minimalistic studio apartment.
Okay, here's what I think.
You can describe the minimalism and I'll describe the maximalism.
Minimalism. Studio apartment. Maybe
Give us some imagery.
brick walls, wood floors, a wooden bed frame. Maybe it's black. Maybe it's just the color of the wood. White sheets. White comforter. Little pop of color with a olive green throw blanket. You open the closet. 2 white tees, a beige pair of pants, a beige dress, a black pair of pants, and some white shoes. You go to the kitchen. You open the fridge. Green juice. On the kitchen counter, a singular plant. That's minimalism.
So, this is my maximalist version of the studio apartment. So you enter through the door. It's painted a nice forest green with the numbers in gold and the handle in gold. And then you enter the room. Hot pink wall.
Yes.
The rest of the walls, bright lime green.
Wait, stop. Isn't this a studio apartment?
Yeah.
You keep entering doors and entering rooms.
No.
There's no separate rooms. It's just one.
I said there was the closet doors and there's a bathroom door.
Yeah, but you just said you enter the room. But you said you open the door and it was dark forest green, and now you went into another room and it's hot pink?
No, the door was forest green.
Okay, gotcha.
Into
Sorry.
this
I got
apartment.
confused, guys.
Yeah,
I got confused.
yeah. So, hot pink wall, lime green rest of the walls. The hot pink wall's the accent wall. On that accent wall, there's 2 arms coming out of the wall, each holding a light bulb with cords coming down to the ground. The theme of this apartment, in their maximalism, is the human body in furniture form.
A human body. I thought it was gonna be like, you're gonna be in a cadaver lab or something. There's just pieces.
Not the cadaver lab.
Anyways.
Just kidding. The walls are not pink and green. That's disgusting. The walls are yellow for the accent wall. The rest of the walls are black. Forest green couch, velvet. Okay? 2 chairs on each side. Both lime green. They're shaped like hands. You sit in the palm. There's a coffee table made of Legos. On that coffee table, Lego bouquet of flowers. There's a TV on the wall. Okay?
Also made of Legos.
No, not made of Legos. This is just a regular flat screen, 65-inch. Behind that, LEDs. Constantly pink, never changes to any other color. Art on every single wall in the entire room. Art in forms of geometric shapes. Just kidding, we don't like those in this concept. Faces. All different types of faces. Just everywhere. Because you know why? It's the human body.
Yes.
You open the closet, popping doors, okay? And the clothes. So many clothes. Now it's a walk-in closet, okay? In this walk-in closet, you see fake furs. You see, every color that's ever existed in jackets, in blouses, in pants, in heels, in everything that's ever existed, and it's all fashionable. And it's all thrifted. Up on the ceiling. Crystal chandelier. All the shelves in this room are painted navy blue. There's carpeting in this closet. Okay?
Just in the closet?
Just in the closet. Guess what color this carpet is?
Lime green.
Burgundy.
Oh.
Because you're in luxury. And it's giving like a royal theater. But what is it? It's just art of clothing.
Yes.
I don't care enough to describe the kitchen.
I think you can do maximalism in every aesthetic. Except for minimalism. Like, you could do cottagecore and make it maximalism. You could do, like, 70s core and make it maximalism. You could, like, I feel like most aesthetics can be maximalism when it comes to, like, interior design. But here's what I would do. Or here's my definition of this studio apartment. You open the door. You can't tell that it's maximalist until you get into the room. Open the door, and it's like, so cunty. Every wall is different. Pretty neutral to begin with. Like, you're gonna have a white wall, but you have like a patterned no, they're not white. They're also yellow. The walls are yellow. But then you have an accent wall that has like some fun painted pattern on it. And then the little footing of the area is also different patterns. But then you realize you've walked into the Trixie Motel.
What the fuck?
And that is maximalism. So let me start again.
What the fuck?
Trixie Motel is very maximalist.
I'm leaving.
Anyways, I'm not going to describe and give you an image like I did minimalist because my brain is a little too indecisive for that. And as a maximalist, I have way too many things that I want. Please stop looking at the mirror behind me. It's scaring me. So, think rugs with fun designs. You know how people make their own rugs now? And they do like really fun, like cute,
Like
fun
tufting?
rugs? Like who?
Tufting?
Yeah. It's so cute.
Okay.
Like a fun rug, colorful rug, you know? Weird shapes. Mirrors. Mirrors? Oh my gosh. Lots of mirrors. Some mirrors with a lot of gold patterning, very like royal antique, you know? And some mirrors that have like freaking wacky shapes on them. You know how people will put rugs around their mirrors? Like tufting around it?
Yeah.
And it's all wacky and fun?
Yeah.
That's what I love. Love that. I think you have to have at least some body part related things. Whether it's hand chairs, boobs, giant head sculptures, just body parts need to be a part of it. What else?
Do they actually?
Yes, they do. I feel
I
like
don't
you're
think
not
they
doing
do.
it if it's not. Or some sort of food element.
I don't think. No.
Like,
No. I'm a maximalist and I don't have any of those in my.
you literally described yours and had hands.
Well, yes, but the
Chairs.
space I currently live in doesn't have any of that, and I would
Right.
describe it as a
Okay,
maximalist
you
space.
don't have to have that, but I feel like for me, I would have to have that.
Okay.
You know?
Sure.
Like, I feel like that often fits into the aesthetic. Have you seen that lady on TikTok who painted her house pink?
No.
And then, like, everything on the inside is just... It was just amazing, truly.
Okay.
Anyways, here are some things that I think are maximalism. Beyonce. Maximalism in the best way possible. Have you seen the Renaissance tour? No, because I can't afford tickets. But maximalism. Sweet 16s. Maximalism. Non-white people weddings. Think Middle Eastern weddings, South Asian weddings, a lot of African weddings, especially like Nigeria, things like that. Maximalism. In any event thrown by Joseph Newman. Maximalism.
Okay.
That was my list.
Okay, great. Now that you're done with that, now that we just sat through that,
You're so annoying.
I am in the wardrobe and costuming. The fuck is that shit called? Like, no, not the department. Like, when it's like group of people who do this in the world. What is that called?
Occupation?
Thank you. I am in the wardrobe and costuming occupation.
I don't think that was the word you were looking for.
Whatever.
Career.
Sure. So that's,
Ooh,
I do that.
yes.
And I specifically do it for horror and haunted houses.
Yes.
The process of creating costumes is very maximalism.
Mm-hmm.
In the ways of any little thing is going to be a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if it's just like, oh, I got a scratch on my arm, it's going to be, I got a scratch on my arm and bled all the way down my sleeve.
Right.
In which, is maximalism, because you're taking a small idea and making it a very bloody situation.
Right.
Big bloody situation.
Right.
So that's that. Anyways,
The guillotine? Maximalism.
any form of torture is maximalism.
Yes, it is. But we'll get into that in another episode.
Yeah, let us know if you want to hear an episode about torture.
Because we have a lot to say. What? How to be a maximalist. When you're creating an outfit, you know how people say always take off one thing?
The fuck are you saying?
This is the opposite. As a maximalist, always add 2 things. That's your maximalism tip of the day. This year, I told everyone I was going to dress as a green bean and then I didn't do it. Okay.
So, I'm done speaking for the episode.
Thank you for listening!
No, we're not done with the episode.
Oh.
I just don't want to talk anymore, so I'm gonna let you talk. I do have a closing thought that
Okay.
we can go off of.
Let's talk
Unless
about the
if you have
closing.
anything else
I
to say.
have nothing else to say.
If you were to teach somebody how to create a maximalist aesthetic, space, and fashion,
Mm-hmm.
and they know nothing about it, how would you guide them? Give them advice on how to start being maximalist. I'll just let her take over from here.
If you see something and you like it, add it. Whether that's a piece of clothing, whether it's a piece of furniture, whether it's a piece of art. Create your space out of things that you like to look at. Like, that's what I think that it's really about. It's about having things around you that you enjoy looking at. You should be creating a space where you feel happy and comfortable and welcome. Like, that's what it's about. If that's putting up a bunch of plants, boom, you did it. If that's putting up a bunch of art that doesn't go together, boom, you did it. If that's just having color, shapes, whatever it is in your space, boom, you got it. If you like it, make it a part of it. And that's what maximalism is, because it's taking all of the things that you like and putting them together. When you're creating an outfit, mix some colors, mix some different things. Just keep adding. Add the things that you like. Make it work. Pull some things that you think go with one thing, pull some things that you think go with other things. Put them together. See how it works. Maximalism. And add, okay? Until you're satisfied. Maximalism.
Do you want... I'm cutting for a moment. So, on this end credit, do we want to add social medias? Ours?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know your tag?
Yes.
And that's our episode on maximalism.
Are you not gonna give yours?
I will.
Okay.
And that's our episode on...
No. Like, your definition of how to...
Oh, no, I'm done talking.
Okay. I think that was a pretty good way to...
It was.
Okay, great.
And... We're leaving that in. So that was our episode on maximalism.
Thank you for listening.
I'm Joseph. You can follow me on Instagram at jnewman121.
And I'm Nawal, and you can follow me on Instagram at Nawal, NAWAL.ASSOU.
Thank you for listening to...
Okay.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.